Hello and welcome. This is my new video about Sherwood game, and today I'm going to play another of my homemade scenarios, and this is a scenario in the darkness of the night. In this scenario, Robin and his men managed to run away from the trap and now they need to make their way into their camp, but they have to choose the longest way, and this way leads through the territory of the a nearby band of the ruffians. Well, they have bad blood with Robin Hood, and due to this fact, they are quite pleased that Robin Hood is actually running through their own territory, because this is a perfect opportunity for them to attack him and get rid of the Robin Hood once and for all. So, Robin at last has one problem with upcoming bandits, but there is one more threat that is awaiting him in the middle of the night, and we will find it out later. So, how about this scenario background? We know it already, and now let's talk a bit about rules. Well, Robin starts with his four comrades: Little John, Reynold, Saxbert, and Will Scarlet. And as you already know, there was a trap. When there was a trap, there was also a combat. So there is a chance that at last one of Robin's men is wounded. And we have to check it out now. First, we have to make a roll for each of them, and if we'll get 9 or 0, then such character is wounded. There can be only one wounded character per game, so let's check it out. Saxbert, he's fine. Will Scarlet, he's fine. Little John, he's fine. Reynold, he's fine. And now Robin. They are all fine. That's pretty good and lucky for them. So there will be no wounded characters in this game. Okay, at last, at the beginning of the game. We don't know what's going to happen later. Next, we have a band of bandits here. It includes Martin and Walker, who are light infantrymen, Simon, Garulf, Hige, and Ubold, who are peasants, and Albert, who is javelin thrower. And they are representing this band of bandits. Band of bandits, okay, I know how it sounds. And they are going to enter the game from the ravine, the gulch. Okay, this is the gulch. Board from this, that, or that edge, but there can be only no more than 3 characters entering the board from this edge. So we can choose who is going to enter from which edge. And this is a night, just like scenario's title says, so there are some obstacles on our way. First of all, a range of all missile weapons is halved. And next, each character has its movement allowance lowered by 1. Well, this is a night, and when you are walking through the woods, you might face some problems with looking around. And next, these are woods, this is a night, and in these days it wasn't very rare to meet some wolves during the night, and there is an opportunity that the wolves will appear in this scenario as well. So, starting with turn 2, we are making a roll with 1d10, and if we are when we are get it, we have to check if this from which edge this wolf is going to enter the board. A wolf always enters from one of the middle hexes between both boards, so from this hex or from that hex. We have to make a roll to see from which hex it will enter the board, and if wolf enter the board, it runs into the nearest character around and then attacks this character. Wolf always moves first. There can be no more than 2 wolves in the same time on the board. Okay. So that's all. Robin Hood has initiative, so he moves first. And finally, I think I forgot about it. And now let's talk about the victory conditions. First, Robin Hood gets victory points for each of his character that manages to leave the gauge board through the edge number 4, and for each bandit killed. There are 2 victory points for each healthy character that leaves the board, and 1 victory point for each wounded character that leaves the board, and 1 victory point for each killed bandit. And when it comes to bandits, they get 1 victory point for each Robin's man being killed, and 3 victory points for Robin Hood being killed. And what is very important, you don't get victory points for characters killed by the wolves. Well, wolves have no friends, no allies, they are attacking everyone. So, let's start our game. We are starting with Robin and his men, so they are entering from edge 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 because of the knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here they go. And now bandits. These 2 are entering from this edge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they are not going to move anywhere here because they feel that Robin's arrows might be pretty dangerous for them. Well, they probably already heard how good archer Robin Hood is, so they would rather prefer to attack from the hideout. Now these 2 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, they aren't pretty strong, they are armed with some kind of improvised weapons like pitchforks, but still they can be dangerous if they will make enemy to fight on the closer range. And now these 3 guys coming from the north. Here we have Albert, who is he's armed with javelin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now Yubo, oh sorry Yubo, I took your wounded marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Martin follows him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so here they are, and that's all for the turn 1. We are starting turn 2. But first we have to check if there are no wolves around, because you know the night, some crazy people running over the woods, so wolves might get angry. So let's make a roll. We got 1. I believe this means that wolf is going to appear, but I need to check to make sure. Yeah, we have a wolf. Ooh! So let's take a wolf 1 marker and let's see from which hex it's going to enter. From north or from the south. This is 0. And 0, this is, it enters from the north edge. Okay, it always enters from this middle hex. And now wolves are always moving first, before any other enemy, any other characters. And I'm sorry, I took a wrong Albert counter. I took his wounded marker as well. Okay, so now let's go and start wolf action. So we need to check who is the nearest of the wolf, counting with the number of hexes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can tell that Albert is the closest. So wolf is going to run on him and jumps to his throat. So 11 versus 5. So this is 6. And Albert is in this disadvantageous terrain. I hate this word so much. So this is 6, and we have to make a 1 column shift. So from 5 to 9 to 10, 19. Oh, this is pretty unlucky for wolf. This is nothing. So Albert somehow managed to drive a wolf away. Oh, I took a wrong wolf. Okay, this is Wolf 2, and he's going to appear later. Well, let's hope not, but there is a solid chance that he will. Okay, now we have to move with our Robin's men, and first of all, is there any chance for them to fire at enemies? Remember, this is a night, so all our ranges are halved. So short range for a bow is not 10 but 5, while short range for javelin is not 5 but 2. Oh, that's pretty bad. So let's go and play. We are starting with turn 1. Robin has initiative, so his men are moving first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Robin leads his men. Now Little John follows him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reynolds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will Scarlet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And Saxbert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are taking different roads. And now let's go to bandits. They are moving first, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he's not moving, going to move any further because he's being afraid of Robin's arrows. I guess they already heard that Robin is an expert archer, so they are not eager to face his arrows. Now these two guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He cannot enter this hex because it would cost him 2 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's all. And now we are starting turn 2. First thing at all, we need to check if there are no wolves around. 4. There is a wolf, I believe. Yes, 1, 5, this is a wolf. So let's see from which hex this wolf is going to enter the board. 6 and 6. No touch. So we have to take wolf 1 marker, and he's coming from here. And now he's going to attack the nearest target in the number when it comes to the number of hexes. So this is clear that he's going to attack Albert. Okay, so 10 versus 5, so this is plus 5, and Albert is in disadvantageous, I hate this word, terrain. It's always twisting my tongue. So this is 10 versus 5, so it's 5, 9, and plus 1 because of the woods, so it's 10, 19, and 2. Albert is wounded. Okay, this beast is pretty nasty and bloodthirsty, so Albert is wounded. Not bad, not good for bandits. Now Robin. His men can perform a missile fire, but only if they can see anyone. And remember that due to the night, we have to halve our ranges. So Reynold can fire at Albert. Yeah, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. He is in the range of the maximum that we don't get any modifiers, because normally our short range is 10 when it comes to the short bow, but this is halved to 5, but even so this is 5, so we don't have to worry. But he's in the woods, and the woods provides him some cover, so we get plus 2 for our die roll. 10, so this is definitely a miss. Anyone else? Let me think. I believe Robin has no line of sight to any of these dudes. Yes, this hex blocks our line of sight. So this is all when it comes to the missile combat. Let's go to the movement. And who is going to move where? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wonder if Reynolds should try to attack him. This is tempting, but if I will be even able to get rid of him, then Wolf will attack me. So no, let Wolf deal with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so who is going to fight with who? Robin is fighting Walker. It is 8 versus 7, so it's just +1. This is a risky fight. 3 in the 0-4, this is R1. So Walker retreats 1 hex, and now Robin can do 1, 2, 3, 3, sorry. This is 3 because his movement is halved, is lowered by 1, so it is 7, and due to this fact our advance rate is also halved, and it is 3 because we are rounding down. Now Saxbert is attacking Simon, so it's 6 versus 5, so it's +1. Oh, another good roll. This is also R1, so Simon runs away, and Saxbert moves 1, 2, 3, 4 into safety. Okay, so that's all for the Robin's men, and now time for the bandits. So what are they going to do? They can see Robin, and they know that Robin is the most dangerous of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2. They hope to get rid of Robin. And Albert, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, Martin and Yubo are attacking Little John. They have 17 versus 7, so it's 10. But Yubo is in the disadvantageous terrain, so we get 1 column shift on the left, so it's not 10 but 5-9. And 10 in the 5-9, attacker retreats. And Little John takes it as an opportunity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Walker attacks Saxbert. 9 versus 3, so it is +6. And 3 in the 5-9. Saxbert is stunned. Oh, that's bad. And the next, Hige, Garwolf and Simon are attacking Robin. So it's 6, 12 and 19 versus 5. So it is 19 versus 5, it is 14. So it's 10 and 19 and +1 because this is 3 versus 1. So it's 20, 29. 8 in the 20, 29, this is R1. So Robin has to retreat 1 hex. And well, he cannot, because there are only, no matter where he wants to run, there are only enemies over there, so he's wounded. That's bad for Robin, very bad. And this concludes all the attacks of the bandits. So we are starting turn 3. We are starting with wolves, and we have to make to check if any wolf is going to join the fray. 6. I believe this means that no wolves around. Yeah, we have only to care about this one particularly nasty wolf. So he still has Albert nearby, so he moves here and he attacks Albert. So this is 10 versus 3, and they are both in the same terrain, so no modifiers, so it's 5-9. And 8 in the 5-9, no effect. Okay, next are Robin's men. And, well, Robin is wounded, Saxbert is stunned. So first Reynold and Will Scarlet. They can try to fire at enemies, and I believe they are going to do so. So Will is firing at Martin. This is a miss, total miss. And let me think if Reynold can fire at anyone. Well, this guy is stunned, so he provides no... So yes, I can fire at Garulf, because I cannot fire at anyone else. Oh well. Walker? No, this woods blocks my line of sight. So I'm firing at Garulf. I hit him, and how good? Nah, that's bad. 8 R2. So R2, he has to retreat 2 hexes. 1, 2. I expected better result. So that's all for the missile fire. Let's go and resolve movement. So Robin goes here. It cost him all his movement points, because 1 movement point to move here and 2 movement points because of the infiltration, so it's 3 movement points. So he cannot move anywhere here. Well, he can, because it is not an infiltration, so he moves here. Now Little John is going to help him. He goes here. Reynold and Will Scarlet. What are they going to do? I can move through the hex with my stunned character, but I cannot stand there. I have to leave this hex until the end, at the end of my movement. So I will go here, and he will go 1, 2, 3 there. Okay, so that's all. And now who is going to fight who? Robin is attacking Garulf. So this is 5 versus 4, so it's +1. Now this is 8, this is bad. Well, this is nothing. Will and Little John are attacking Hige. 16 versus 3, so this is 13, so 10, 19, +1 because of the 2 versus 1. R1. So Hige has to retreat, and can he retreat? Yes, he can retreat here. Will Scarlet moves 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, no, I cannot move like that. So he moves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and Little John 1, 2, 3, and that's all. Now Reynold is attacking Walker. 8 versus 7, so it's +1. Oh, 9. Attacker retreats 1 hex. So Walker follows him. So that's all for Robin's men, and now Saxbert is waking up. And now bandits. So, well, Albert cannot do any missile fire because he's engaged with this wolf. And now they will try to get Robin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he tries to run away from this wolf. So that's all when it comes to the movement, and let's go to resolve bandits combat. So these 2 guys are attacking Robin. 7 and 6, so this is 13 versus 3, so it's 10. 10, 19, and +1 because there is 2 versus 1. 3 in the 20. This is W, so he's wounded, and due to the fact that he's already wounded, so Robin is dead. So at last bandits achieved one of their goals, which was to get rid of Robin Hood. Now Martin and Hige are attacking Saxbert, so it is 16 versus 3, 13, and +1 for the 2 versus 1. So it is, oh, and he's in the disadvantageous terrain, I believe. Yeah, yes, so we get one shift left. We got one shift right because of the numerical advantage and one shift left because of the terrain. So this is no shift at all. So this is 10-19 only, and 5. Saxbert is stunned. And Yuba and Walker are attacking Reynold. 16 versus 5, so it's 11. 10-19 plus 1 because of the numerical advantage is 20-29, and this is 2. Oh, Reynold is killed. That's bad. And this concludes turn 3. This scenario takes 8 turns. I wonder if we will manage to end faster. So that's all for this turn. Let's go with turn 4. Let's make a wolf check. Just to make sure. 6, no second wolf, that's good. At last for bandits. Because maybe Robin would make use of some wolves. 8. Now this wolf is moving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's following Albert. Because probably Albert leaves some trail of blood after him. So this is 10 versus 3, so it's 7. 5 in the 5-9. He retreats and wolf follows him. And that's all for the wolves. Let's go to Robin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 7, sorry, this is knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they are both stunned. So they are waking up and they see that their friends are leaving. Okay, time for bandits. Well, Albert cannot fire because he's still adjacent to this nasty wolf, but when it comes to the others, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They are following Little John, while the others will try to take care of the fellow Robin's men. Now, 4, 11 and 20 versus 3, so it's 17, so it's 10-19, and plus 1, it is 7. He has to retreat 1 hex. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. And now 16 versus 3, it is 13, plus 1, it is 20-29, and 6, this is S, so he's stunned. And now them, 13 versus 7, so it's 6, so it's 5-9, and plus 1, it's 10-19, and 1, oh hell, Little John is dead. So this pursuit was actually pretty effective. And, well, this concludes turn 4. So we are moving into turn 5, and I think that I know how this game is going to end. We have already 3 Robin's men being dead, and none of the bandits being already killed. Okay, so let's go. And first of all, we have to roll for wolves. 1, so another wolf appears. Ooh! So where? 7. And if it's 7, this is north edge. So where you are, wolf 2? Yeah, here he is. And now I have to count the number of hexes to the nearest character. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now Martin is the closest character to him, and when it comes to the wolf 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, but this one is already engaged with a wolf, so this wolf attacks Albert. Yes, because the wolf has to make a shortest route, not probably the best when it comes to the tactical way, but the shortest. This is the highest priority. So Wolf attacks Albert. This is 10 versus 3, so it's 7, 5, 9. But Wolf is in the disadvantageous terrain, so it has one shift, so it's 6. This is nothing. And this Wolf attacks Martin. Then this time Martin is in the disadvantageous terrain, so it is 5 and plus 1, so it's 10, 19. And 4, Martin is stunned. Okay, so that's all for the Wolves. Next we have Robin and his men. Well, Robin is dead. So, missile combat. Will fires at Simon. 7, so he misses. And Reynold is adjacent to the enemies, so we cannot fire. Okay, so Will is leaving the board. He sees that he cannot do much. Reynold, 1, 2, 3, 4, goes like that. He's not attacking anyone, and Saxbert is waking up. So that's all for the Robin, and time for bandits. Well, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. They are and well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, Yubo, Walker and Higa. 16, 22 versus 3, so it's 19, 10, 19. Plus 2 because of the plus 1 because of the numerical advantage, and terrain nullifies each other, so it's 20, 29, and 9, nothing. He is lucky. Albert tries to stop Garulf with his javelin. 4 versus 3, so this is 1. And he managed to do so. Amazing. Saxbert is wounded. So this concludes turn 5. We are starting with turn 6. So these are 3 turns to go, 6, 7 and 8. We are starting with wolves. Oh, and we have to wake up Martin. So this wolf is going to attack Martin, and this wolf 1, 2 moves here, and well, Saxbert has 5 and he has 7, so Saxbert is going to be its meal, let's say. So wolf attacks Saxbert. It is 10 versus 2, so it's 8, and 4. He's stunned. And 11 versus 10 versus 6, so it's 5, and we got plus 1 for terrain, so it's 10, 19, and 3. Martin is wounded. So wolves did their job. We have to remember that he was killed by the wolf, so this means that we don't get victory points for them. I will remove them from the board just to remember that bandits will get no victory points for him because they didn't kill him. It was wolves' job. Now, Robin Hood's men, we have only Reynold on the board, and he's effectively surrounded. He can only move here, and he can go well here. That's all. So bandits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, and they will try to get rid of this wolf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are attacking Reynolds. 7, 13, and 22 versus 3, so it's 19, 10, 19, and plus 1, it's 20, 29. 5, he's stunned. Why? And they are attacking this wolf. 5, 11, 15 versus 7, so it's 8. 5, 9, plus 1, 10, 19. Wolf is safe. Okay, this concludes turn 7. And this concludes the game because he was wounded and he was stunned, so he's dead. So this concludes the game, and we can clearly say that bandits won the day. They lost not a single man, and they killed 4 of Robin's men, including Robin Hood himself. So this was pretty tough battle for Robin. And well, wolves were kind of help. Maybe if they would enter the board from the south edge, they would be more effective as a help for Robin Hood. Well, we don't know if they wouldn't attack Robin and his men themselves. This is always a risk. But anyway, that's the scenario. You know how it works. It is another of these short scenarios. You see that it doesn't take much time to play it, but I think it can be fun as well. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.